Hello, viewers and PMP aspirants. I have an interesting person who cleared PMP and he cracked it. And also he has a story telling that, man, it's very simple. Don't strain hard. Huh? Just go and clear the exam. So I have Mohit in front of me who cleared PMP. Congratulations, Mohit.
Thank you, Sri.
Nice. I'll bring up a certificate. Here is a certificate. Of course, on 12th of August, he cracked it. It's an interesting day. Probably you should have noted it in the calendar. This is going to be a great day in my life. So now we have Mohit here. Mohit, talk about how the PMP interest came for you and how do you came to this journey?
So I used to hear about project management and all, Sri, but this thing came to me or in my mind through one of my managers. I mentioned his name, Mr. BPS Chima. He's a very experienced veteran from the forces. And like I was discussing once my career plan with him, and he said that you should go for project management because that's the need of future. And that is when it clicked me. I started exploring it at that time, back in 2017. So, and when I started reading somewhat about it, I found it to be interesting. So yeah, that is how it started.
That's good, right? So that is always a leader to inspire. Correct. So you got inspired. Very good. So inspiration is one, but did you found that passion in you? You want to be a leader or a manager?
Yeah, I feel everyone is a leader, but we are just seeking for the chances. I mean, right. If we get those chances, we try to exhibit the skills, we enhance ourselves, and everyone wants to be a leader. I would like to say that no one is like, I want to be a follower. That's it. It's just about getting the chances and developing yourself.
Right situation, right timing. Very good. So how is your preparation for the exam? Do you read day and night, all the day?
No, I'm not that kind of guy, Sri. So basically, I'm working in an aviation environment, and at present, I'm into the defense domain of it. So I have to travel to the places for various work related things, and it's not like a very dedicated plan that I have to make. I'll be sitting at say 8 to 10. Not like that. Whenever I feel comfortable, I do carry my books along with me, and whenever I find time, I try to go through the things. That's how I did. And I would like to honestly say that even in case of your video lectures, those were long and required huge amount of dedications at that time to cover it up. What I did is initially I tried to catch pace with it, but after midway, I was struggling due to the work commitments also. So right. What I did is I started to keep your recordings with me in mobile, and whenever I find time, I would go for say 30 minutes or 1 hour, something like that in terms of small modules. And it gives us a better understanding having it always available with us. So that's how I went with it.
That's quite interesting. I know it's not easy to sit out a stretch. That's nice. Good way of doing things. So you read on our go on a flow and you listen to the recording, all good. And when you felt that you're ready for the exam?
Honestly saying, I never felt that I'm ready for the exam. So I'll tell you, I started exploring the thing in 2017. And at that time, I had some options from our organization, which was like that you can explore the courses or you can do those. So I did one course for the certificate program through Villanova University. That's in US, the virtual mode of it. And I completed it in 2018. It's a 3 modules bundle. And after that, I was thinking, let's go for the exam. But every now and then, whenever I would be planning that I'll go for the exam, something or the other would happen. And then I couldn't be in a shape that, yes, I'm ready to go. And then came COVID. And then in 2021, I was exploring LinkedIn. I remember one day I saw your appreciation stories. So that happened to be, I was just like, I opened it up once. I remember I sent you a connection request. And then every now and then it would pop up on my LinkedIn posts and would keep me fired up. Okay, I have to get it done.
Keep disturbing. Who is this guy? Keep on saying.
No. I'll tell you a very honest input, Sri. You are the most smiling and positive kind of person that I see on screen. So
great. Yeah. Great. Nice. That's positive. Huh? Nice. Okay, great. Nice to know, Mohit. That's fine. You are motivated. And also, you don't know when you're ready for exam, but you jump. Okay, that's a positive side of yours. I'm seeing that.
So I remember I connected with you, and then you shared Rahul's details with me over the message. I connected with him and I told him, actually, I scheduled my exam already and it's like just 1.5 months left.
Right.
But I haven't taken every bits and pieces together and I haven't practiced so much. So he was like, okay, you try to reschedule the exam and attend this March month's batch. So if you feel that it gets rescheduled, you'll have some ample time to work more and practice. Right. And if not, go for the exam because your money is already blocked and you have no other option. So that is why I enrolled in the March batch and started preparing somewhat. And that is when I said that I was dedicatedly doing all your lectures at that time because that time clock was clicking in behind of me.
Yeah.
And then luckily by his idea, the exam was rescheduled and I got another date. And then I thought, now I've got enough time. I remember I again sent a request for getting a schedule set. I again got some 45 days time to do that. But I'll tell you this thing, Sri, we would never feel that, yes, I'm ready to go for the exam till the day the exam happens. This is what I feel.
Yeah. It's something like ice skipping, right? Like a marriage. You won't get a feel I'm ready for the marriage. Some parents will push you, get married. Okay, done.
and you have to get married to experience that.
That's how life is. So good. So was it a proctor exam, proctor based?
No, I went for the center based. Actually, net connectivity and the power issues in Punjab are somewhat higher. So I never have that confidence that if I'm in between and the power goes off, I don't want to face that glitch.
Okay. Yeah, that's one thing. And was it a center based smooth for you? People handling and other factors?
Yeah, I was. It's in one of the biggest mall in Chandigarh. So their corporate offices are over there, the Pearson View centers. I was expecting that there would be many people, but not sure due to COVID or what. It was like just 3 of us in the complete center.
But usually the seats will be hardly 10-15 seats, right?
Yeah, it was something like that. So it's like on all one side, it was like one candidate sitting. I'm not even sure whether they were appearing for the PMI or what.
Yeah. They do other exams also, like a GRE, TOEFL.
Correct.
People come there, but number will be very less only. That's there. But they'll have a video recording of what you're doing. It'll be very secured. You will feel like as if you're going for a US visa application or something. These guys will scan you. All stuff will happen.
So they focus on a candidate at a time, and they're very diligent with the procedures.
Right.
The biggest challenge that I feel at that time was that having a specs on and then putting a mask continuously.
It'll get like a
foggy thing, and then the pressure of clearing it. So everything adds up to the pressure.
Yeah, but you can, I know, when nobody's there, you can remove the mask a little bit.
They did say that don't remove the mask, else we'll have to interrupt you in between and all that stuff. No one wants someone nagging you from behind when you're focusing on a long question.
That's right. That's tough. So how was the time management in the exam? 60.
Just because of this, Sri. So what I had decided, I remember you told us that you'll be getting breaks after every 60 questions. So how I thought of going about it was I'll go for all 60 questions in one shot. Whatever I feel that I'm having confusion on the answers or I'm not getting a big question, I would mark it for a review and skip it at that time. So that way I maintained the flow with the exam. And once I was left at the option of submitting those 60 questions, I would review it one by one. And then after doing that, I took both the breaks after 60 questions. So it's a good 10 minutes break. You go out, freshen up, drink some water and catch some breath air for the next dip. That's how I was thinking about it.
Yeah, that's needed. Are you a good fast reading person? You read the questions faster?
I read faster, but sometimes it hurts because you may skip some of the critical informations.
Right.
I remember earlier when I used to read those questions and the first answer that would click my mind and I would select it, that would be usually wrong. So then I understood this technique you were sharing in one of your lectures, that most of the information given in the question may not be relevant. So we may be thinking, okay, they are relating it in this way, and that's the answer. That's where we are caught in the net.
Right.
So now I have decided to read the longer questions, take more time onto it, and
That's true.
then
That's true.
think on
It's
the answer.
something like reading a newspaper, there'll be a
Right.
newspaper article, there'll be a 5-paragraph article, but actually message will be only 3 lines. These guys want to fill the newspaper, they'll write a big stuff. But if you read the exact 3 line, you'll get the message. That's what the president or prime minister said. Okay, the PMP exam is also like that. They'll have 8 lines, 5 lines. There'll be one center line. If you catch at that line, matter is over. That's how it is. Right. Quite good. Quite good. Interesting. So you manage this time, you took break, exam went well. Did you got a feel middle of the exam, I'm PMP certified?
When I completed the second part of 60 questions, I was confident at that time that yes, I'm on the verge of it. I feel today it's going good. So I would not say that 100% feeling, but somewhat say 70% feeling that there are chances that I may clear it.
Nice. 70 is a good number. And when it came to the last question, how many minutes you had?
I had something around 35 minutes left.
Wow, that's pretty fast. Then you went pretty fast.
And I was thinking whether I did it too fast or
you will have a doubt, right, whether to submit or not.
And that is only for those 60 questions. Now your 120 is already locked in.
That's true. That's true. That's pretty good, man. 35 balance is pretty good. So you submitted or you waited for some time?
No, I went for the review once again. And then just add a scroll from one question till the 60th, because that is what I'm left with at that time.
Okay.
Just reconsidered whether I should choose some other options or something else.
When you reconsider, there are a lot of changes?
No.
No, very good. Then you are matured now. So now when you click the last button, how many seconds it took to give the results?
So I didn't do it by myself. Because what basically happens in my case is that I face too many technical glitches wherever I go. So I called up the helping staff. They came in and then I said, I'm done with it. Will you please submit it? So they were like, okay, they cannot touch our accessories. So they told us that you do this and all that. I did it. And I remember a screen flashed in front of me. I remember your words that it would go off for some time and then the result pops up. So then they asked for a survey. I said, no, I just want the result right now. I can give a survey later. So I clicked that one up and then the processing thing starts. And I was like,
the cursor
yeah, and it's like you wait for 2 seconds, 10 seconds. And if it doesn't come up, then you start praying to God that, oh, please get this one cleared. So I did that. And after that, nothing came up on my screens, Sri. And it was like the login window of the Pearson VUE Centers individual came in directly. And I was confused. I mean, whether I passed it or not. So once you do that, they would say, okay, please come out and your task is done. They called me out and they checked other things like passport and all that stuff once again. And then they said, okay, it's done. You can go out and you can collect your reports from the help desk. So when I went there, the lady over there she was holding the paper like this, and she gave it to me like this, as if it was some dead body kind of thing. So I immediately flipped it up and I just read somewhere it's passed. And then I sat on the chairs over there, had a glass of water, and then I had seen the result. It was all good. Still, I would say you don't believe it at that time because it's just a piece of paper. Right. But you wait for the official one. That is why I didn't put it on the success stories thing same day. It took some time for me.
I understand. Got you. But the point is, when you completed and click the last button, it didn't show you for the congratulations. That screen didn't appear.
That is what I'm saying. That's what pressure makes us do. I remember I read congratulations, but what I interpreted was that congratulations, you did your exam. I thought they would not be very blunt saying that congratulations, you failed. So
I don't know why this Pearson or PMI, can't they put a word of pass? A blue 13 or 14 font size, pass. Very simple.
Yeah, like it happens on the big screen in cricket stadium, out or not out. So that's quite simple.
I believe PMI and Pearson has to once read communication management chapter. I don't know who watches this or any PMI guys. Please follow that, because this so after sitting for 4 hours, a person want to see did he or she cleared. They don't want a big story of congratulations. Once upon a time, there is a king live in the world. Who want that matter? Pass or fail.
That doesn't matter. Yeah.
Anyway, they have to improve a lot on that area. Good. So how much credit do you want to give to your family? How much of support you got?
So my wife has been really pushy about it. So she has this way of things that if you commit to something, do it. And if you don't feel like doing it, don't commit. So in that sense, I would say that she was always there. I mean, one part was Sri Learning, which is always popping up on my screen, and another pop-up is there with me every time. So every time I miss something or I don't read for say 1 week or something like that, she would be like, you have to clear this one. You cannot keep it open for a long time. She has been very motivating and accommodating in that sense.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Super good. I'm so happy that family support is very important, because this exam definitely needed. If not, it will get diluted. Right. That's a point. Super. Great. Super, Mohit. Thanks a lot, first of all, giving these points of a very casual way of going for exam. No need to strain too much. Last but not least, what kind of tips you want to give to for people who are preparing?
I'll share the tips that I followed and not what I have heard so far, because then there are too many tips and tips becomes a book kind of material. So I remember you said that go for the PMBOK. If you feel that it's interesting, go through it. If not, go to Rita. I tried that. I didn't find PMBOK to be very reader friendly. I switched to Rita immediately. That's one part of it. Another part that you shared, I already mentioned, the questions you need to understand what they want to ask rather than getting flown into their world of stories. So that's one important thing. Another important thing that you had shared in your sessions was going to choose one answer out of 4 is tough. So first try to negate 2 wrong ones. And that gives you a 50% chance. That's the best chance we can have at that point. That is what I followed. And Rita Mulkai, I read your live sessions. I couldn't do many of the mock questions or mock tests, but whatever was there in the book, I did that. And few of the advices from some of my friends, college friends and LinkedIn friends, I would say, I've mentioned their names also in that. So they used to give me a very good tip about it whenever I would ask them that what to do in conflicting questions. So what they would say, Sri, is that don't think in a normal corporate structure that we follow in India. So if someone does something wrong, don't go into the punish mode immediately. And that is not a good practice what PMI wants to see. It wants us to help people out and understand their situations.
Right.
That is really helped me in the questions which were somewhat related to deliverables not given by people or timelines missed, any conflicts. So these things help me out in that sense.
That's nice, right? So you have a community of people whom you can talk with. I think this program is all about not only we learning, listening to many people is also a good thing.
Yeah.
Perfect. Nice. Well said. Great. Good amount of tips. I'm sure viewers, you would have enjoyed this because Mohit is so open. Tell that guys, just be relaxed, go to the exam. Don't think too much. Right? That's a message from him.
The major tip, Sri, I would say that happened to me in the very first session that I attended of Sri Learning. The way you present things. Before that, it's like an ocean of fears. People would see so many stuff online or so many books to read. I remember your initial statement that just be committed to it, and you don't put fear into people's mind. That's what a big thing is. So that gives us a confidence. Yes, it is achievable, and that is what the major change that can happen to any candidate is. The moment we start believing, we can clear it. Like you asked me how much confidence you had at that time. So that's the confidence we need.
Perfect. That's true, right? We need a commitment, confidence, and self-discipline. Okay.
And a smiling coach like you.
Okay. So we know that, right? We're coming from the last benchers. We know that, man, We don't want to strain. Yeah, we want to know the paper only the day before the exam.
Yeah.
We'll clear the exam. Pretty good. Thanks a lot, Mohit, for coming up here. I know it's a Sunday. Don't want to take much of your time. Appreciate your time for giving this good interview. Let this video be useful for the people who feel that, hey, I'm not ready. So message from Mohit is you won't get the time, you'll feel ready. It's something like you have to jump. Go ahead, try it out. But be clear on reading concepts. Be clear on understanding the questions. Don't go blindly. That's also wrong. What he did is he learned it. You can see he completed 35 minutes earlier. It means his reading ability is good. He's pretty good, fast in reading, right? That's the important thing. Great. All viewers are watching, give your likes and comments for Mohit. Give a congratulations to him. Once again, Mohit, great wishes for you. Apply in your job what you learned. That's very important. And let this give amount of growth for you.
Yeah, thanks, Sri. And I may be coming to Bangalore to meet you personally, maybe next month or something around.
Welcome.
I want to thank you personally for that.
Most welcome. We're so happy to, because always you've seen this portion of sitting and talking to a person. It's always good to meet in person, talk to them. I too heard 2 more people telling that I'm going to travel to Bangalore. We'll have a meet. I said, fine, good, let's talk. Because it shouldn't be like only training program. It should be beyond that of enlarging our scope. Because I'm telling that PMP qualified people should find of enlarging themselves to grow higher in their life. Good. Welcome to Bangalore. Good, man. Thanks a lot. Catch you soon. Thanks for the interview.
Thanks, Sri. Thank you very much.